Now I'm just finishing up a bit of a printing session here, and I've still got some ink on my roller, which I don't want to waste. I've been through my stash of paper, and yes, I have found tissue paper. It's not archival tissue paper, it's not wet strength, it's just packaging tissue paper. In fact, that's not tissue paper, that's newsprint. But anyway, I'm going to just soak up the rest of that ink with some monoprints just to create some collage fodder. So I'm just going to tear my tissue into more manageable pieces. I don't know how much I'm going to get through, but we can work that out as we go. I've got a board next to me to put some pieces on. So the first easy way to do is just to do a light print over the tissue. And as you can see, you get some lovely stripes, and it's also picking up the textures of the tissue. So tissue has a bit of a shiny side and a dull side. I'm using the dull side to print on. I just don't want to waste this ink. This is difficult to see which is the dull and which is the shiny. I think that's the dull side. And although it does stick to the roller a wee bit, you can just get some interesting textures just with the roller. So just have a play, but basically you're working your ink out. Like I have my telephone directory next to me to work the paint out on the brush. This is kind of what I'm doing with the tissue paper here. There's a limit to how much black collage paper you actually want. So I'm now just extending the ink onto the whole of my tray. I haven't put any more ink out, and I'm just going to lay the paper onto there and just make some marks. So I've got my bamboo pen here. I'm not pressing very hard, just gently making some sort of circle shapes on one side. I'm going to use the back of the spoon for the other side and just do some circle shapes again. And see what I come up with. And if I want it to take a little bit more ink onto the background, I can smoosh it down. So don't waste your ink on the printing tray. Just use some scrap paper and make some patterns. Use your leftover ink to do some monoprints ready for more collage fodder. This is just a cut down credit card. not tried any of these patterns before. I'm just having a go. So it's picked up the circles from the tray. I've also got the circle because there's a sticker on that side, but I don't mind. That'd be for some fun things to play with. Quite like that wavy line. And see what else we can do. I might do some more wavy lines. Obviously, it would be, you know, nicer if these were coloured paper, coloured inks, but black is what I've got today, and that's fine. So that's what I'm working with. Still don't want to waste it. Should I use that instead? Let's do this. I think it is beginning to ease off because this paper isn't sticking so well. So I think I'm probably nearly depleted the ink on my tray. It feels quite dry. Yeah. So what I could do here is just roll that on a bit more. And that's a very soft print on there. So that's fine. I think we're nearly there for this print run. I'm just going to cut that piece off so I'm not getting that piece wet. And then maybe what I might do is do some scrunchy prints just to help pick up the last of this. Yeah, I'm quite liking that texture. So there we go. So like I say, these tissue papers are not archival tissue papers. I use what I have. I like to reuse, recycle, and, you know, the likes of Alfred Wallace or, you know, any of the Dada artists and so many other artists just used what they had. You know, I love the artworks that are done on cardboard boxes. You know, Alfred Wallace's work has lasted a long time. Yes, it's in museum situations now and it's being well looked after, but you know, he didn't use anything other than what he could lay his hands on. So yeah, don't be afraid of trying out things with what you've got. Don't get put off by not having the proper equipment or the proper materials. Just have a go with what you've got. So yeah, use up the last of your ink. Don't waste it. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye for now.